Hello, Bob. How are you? I'm not having any technical issues. I'm just learning how to use the system. Can you hear me okay? Testing, one, two. Hello? Testing, one, two, three, four. Testing. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Let me get the book. Oh, boy. Okay, like I said last night, um, work from the syncopation book today. But then let's have just a little bit of a review on triplets. Okay? Now, I haven't gone over, maybe tomorrow I will, and I'll send you the sheets on it. A half note triplet, quarter note triplet, eighth note triplet, and 16th note triplet. So I want to make the difference between the eighth note triplet and the 16th note triplet. Eighth note triplet is just one and two and four and two, three, four, no accent. And if you remember, we did the accents yesterday. Okay, so today I want to work on the syncopation book. We could do the stick control book as well. But I want to take it to another platform. As opposed to eighth note triplets, one and two and three and four and what I want to do is take 16th note triplets. Now, everybody has a little variation of counting their triplet. I like to count my 16th note triplet as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and because I'm feeling the triplet. Here's an example. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Some people count 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet. I don't really like that method. I like to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me turn the volume up slightly so you can hear my voice. Testing, 1, 2. Test, test, test. Do I have the right clip in there? Yeah. Hold on. Test, 1, 2, there you go. Okay, so we're going to take what we learned yesterday, and we're going to take it up another platform as 16th note triplets. This is constantly going, 1 and 2 and. Now notice the 1 starts always, or 1, 2, 3, 4 is always starting with the right, and all the ands are on the left hand. 1 and. 2 and 3 and Now I'm doing that a little bit above quarter strokes so that you can see before I start any other note within that realm of triplets, my hand is back. Okay? As you get faster, the same thing is occurring, but in a different place. It's going like this. And that looks like you're going like this. You are, but you're not. This is where you're going. I demonstrated that yesterday. If I play, let's take the eighth note triplet, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. So if I played it on one surface, it would be 1 and 2 and 4 and. So if I played that on two different surfaces, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. My hand is always coming back, even when I'm playing it faster. So that's what's occurring. So that's what you're practicing. All right, so now we had line 1, and this was for you too, Seth, on Sunday or the Skype. We did the eighth note triplet. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we referenced off the stick control book as all the rights. But we looked at the line instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We counted it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I want to change the count as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I think my voice is coming out too strong there. There's too much volume on that. I lowered it a little bit. Is the voice too loud? Okay, so now we established we're going to play 16th note triplets. So I'm going to do them real light. And 2 and 3. Hear the bass drum. 4 and. Now we're going to add the hi-hat on the 2 and 4. So now we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we go back to the stick control book and we're going to interpret the line as written. 1 and 3 and 4 and we're going to eliminate the left, so that gives me 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Where that right hand falls is going to represent, okay, the accent. Now we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, pop. Do we understand that? Hey, Jim. Everything okay? 1. So we changed the interpretation. We're playing the same thing, but faster in a different zone. 1 and 2 and. That's line 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we go to line 2. See the rights? They go to the ands. So the first line was 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now we go to the second line. The accent's going to be on the and. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Go to line 3. The accent's on now 1 and 3 and. So you have 1 and 3 and. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and. Let me play a little lighter. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Got it? Line 4, now the accent shifts over to 2 and 4 and. And line 5, 1, 2. Do we all understand where I'm coming from with this? I don't want to go any further until we understand it. Seth, Jimmy, Robert, do we understand it? Because now I would like to take this over to the syncopation book. If we don't understand it, I'll review it again. You got it, Jimmy? How about you, Seth, Robert, and whomever is watching? So you could do the whole page like that. You have all kinds of things, different variations. They're exercises. Then we're going to take maybe tomorrow or maybe Friday, I don't know yet. We're going to take a different approach. Instead of the counting system, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're going to start to develop, instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're going to develop melodically. All right, you're confused on line 3. All right, line 3, let me do line 3 again. Line 3, you have written 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now don't get confused with yesterday's lesson. This is a different lesson. So I just played line 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so we eliminate the lefts. And that's going to give me 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now the underlinement is the 16th note triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So line 3 is telling me I want an accent on the counts of 1 and 3 and. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We understand that, Robert? Does that straighten it out, or I'll take a different approach? Did that help you out with line 3? On line 3, you're accenting 1 and 3 and, but don't get confused now between the 16th note triplets and the 8th note triplets. So on line 3, right is 1 and. 2 and is left. Then you have 3 and, 2 more rights. 3 and, right. And 4 and, okay, is nothing. We're eliminating it. So we're just referencing off that page as right would be 1 and. There's nothing, no accents on 2 and. There's accents on 3 and because you have 2 rights. So I need your feedback on that if that helped you. Line 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, I need, before I go any further, Robert and Bob and Seth and Jimmy, do we understand everything? So far. You got it. Okay, Robert, we're good. Now, like I keep saying to everybody, I mean, I could be a jive ass, and I could say, okay, let me play the whole page, eat up a half hour, and say, see you later. I'm not built that way. Now, what I highly recommend, and I have my drum pit on the other side of the room, it figures, is to play that with a metronome. We're going to try 60 first, okay? We can hear the metronome. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, what I would do at first, let me get the drum pad. This is nonsense. Hold on. Boy, I really come prepared for work, you know? Let me go to my truck and get my tools so I can cut the sheetrock. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let me know if you can hear the drum pad. Now here's what I would recommend doing. And timing is of the essence here. Well, anytime you're playing music, it is. But what I mean timing is, set your timer, or say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you could endure, playing eighth note triplets without an accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. See how I'm popping the stick? Pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So, I mean, that's not a very fast tempo. So you might want to try that, say, for 2 or 3 minutes. Then you want to go at the same tempo. You want to double the speed. And you want to do 16th note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. No accent. For 2 or 3 minutes. So you take eighth note triplets and you take 16th note triplets that way. Now, let's interpret, let's do the stick control book again with the 16th note triplets going from line 1 to line 2. I'm not going to do any repeats. I'm going to play it twice with the accent on the 1, 2, 3, 4, then all the ands. That's 4 measure increments. Like I finish line 2, I go back to line 1 at 60. Okay, 1, 2, 3, here we go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, line 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a little uncomfortable because I got this a little too high with the drum bit. Come on, metronome. Okay, that's just a suggestion. You want to take, set the timer, your timer, say for 5 minutes. Put your metronome on. 60 seems a good place. Is that a good place for you guys, 60, or you want it slower, or you want it faster? Okay, you want to do that. Okay, let me just see something here with the settings. This shit's driving me bananas. Now that's good, 480. Okay. Anyway, where'd you go? What happened? Hello? Okay, there's the chat. Okay. I don't know what just happened here. We got a little wacky here with this settings thing. Okay, we're back. Everybody back? Okay. Now remember, tonight's 7 o'clock lesson is on my site, mattpatellalivelessons.com. Now I'm trying to put together some PDFs for this lesson. All right, so bear with me. I got to change some drum heads later. I got a couple students. My little daughter wants to go out and play basketball. Then I come back, play some more drumming, do a lesson, and maybe change the heads. Okay? All right, so now we understand that. Now, what I want to do is take both those lessons, the 8th note triplet and the 16th note triplet, and take them to the drum set. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to play. I might have to put this up a little louder. The 8th note triplet. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16th note triplets. Sixteenths. So on and so forth. Where did everybody go? Shit. Six people are watching. All right, anyway, let's go away from the triplets with the stick control book, and let's go with the triplets in the syncopation book. I'm on, well, we could do it. Let's do lesson 4, page 10. Do we have the syncopation book? I know you're there, Jimmy. Where's Seth and Robert? Where'd they go? What the hell did YouTube do? Oh, you still there, Seth? How about you, Robert? All right, everybody take the syncopation book. I don't know. This is, I think, the second or the third publication. It's lesson 4, page 10. Okay. Everybody let me know when they're on lesson 4. Syncopation, lesson 4, I believe that's page 10. Let's open that up and let me know when you're there. All right, you're on 4, lesson 4. Okay. How about you, Jimmy and Seth? Okay. Now, we're going to do a couple different things with this, but let's go back to the triplets. I only want to do this page interpreting the 16th note triplet. So if I look at line 1, and it should be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, is that the same thing, Robert? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I hate the shit when they change the pages like that. Okay. All right, everybody's on it. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and simple reading. Now, what we want to do, is take the 16th note triplet. Let me move this over a little bit. I just don't have room for a music stand here. Okay. We're going to do line 1 as written, but we're going to interpret that as the accent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We understand that? You got it? All right. Now, take the same thing, same line. And take all right-hand accents on Mr. Floor, all left-hand accents on Mrs. Tom. Okay? Mr. Tom and Mrs. Tom. All right-hand accents here, all left-hand accents here. So we have, I'll do it slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and little up tempo. Ah. With the metronome. Now we can read the whole page down. Do we all understand my concept, my approach to the 16th note triplets with this page? I need either a yes or a no. If you guys understand, I'm not going to do 10 lines. I can, and we're going to take it to another platform tomorrow at 1 p.m., okay? I just want you to get the mechanics and the colors, the flavor, okay, of this particular approach and this exercise. Now I'm trying, it's difficult sitting here playing one volume and coming another volume to you, so I'm not certain of what is coming to you. But I like to play these all over the drum set. I could use any combination I'd like, okay? But we all understand it, so I don't have to go over the whole thing. Robert understands it, Seth understands it, Jimmy's playing the saxophone. Inga-da-bunga. Okay, now, again, we'll put the triplets aside. You have a lot of work to do there, a lot of practicing. Have some fun. Use the metronome, use the timer. Now, I did hit on a little bit yesterday, some linear concept. We were doing the stick control book, okay, as written, 1E, and we were counting it 16ths, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and we were filling in the E and the da with the bass drum. That was just a basic concept. Now, we're going to take the line, and we're going to count the line in 16ths, but play what's there with the bass drum. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and, okay, you understand that. Now we're going to fill in the remainder of the 16th notes with the hand. So we have 1E and 2E and 3, 4E and 1E and 2E and 3, 4. We got it? One E and a 2. Make that the bass drum, rather. I'm sorry. Now, I'm just doing it with the right hand, but you should do it with any kind of combination you like. on two surfaces here, or we're going to move it around a little bit. So we have 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. 1 E and 2, 3, 4. Now when I say move it around, okay, the bass drum is always going to be there. What's written? So we have 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4. You have 1 E and 2, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and I love the bass drum out. Come on, Mike. Anyway, you understand that concept, correct? We're going to continue on that this evening. All right? I just wanted to put it out there to you as the interpretation, one of the many interpretations of syncopation. You know, I hate the concept of, you know, you go to a drum teacher, you know, mom and pop shops or whatever, you don't seek out a teacher who is very qualified, and you get somebody who's doing teaching like at 6 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock at night, and he gives you a half-hour lesson, goes through the syncopation book or the Buddy Rich book, and says, okay, next book. And they just surfacely take it. There's so many different ways to approach the syncopation book as it is the stick control book. Great books, geniusly written, and I still say to this day that the syncopation book is the stick control book. And I'll prove line 1 that we just did. Line 1, if I say, okay, let's take line 1, what's written just with the right hand? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and I say, let's fill in the E and the da, or what's missing. 1 E and 2 E and 3. Do you see the correlation there? What do we got here, Seth? Well, that was part of the Skype lesson, and you know, I haven't had time really to make a video. I'm just trying to get this system going on, and as soon as I do get the system going on, learn how to make videos on the system as opposed to just the camera, I will make some videos which are going to be for sale on my paid for videos. You know, a 30-minute video up on there's going to be a page where you could purchase videos, and I'm going to make a ton of them. So as soon as I get this all organized a little bit more, I'm going to start that. Okay, so is there any questions on everything that we covered today? Sort of like I kind of interjected a review, but I also gave you some new things. Now remember, guys, tonight, 7 p.m., okay? Matt Patella live lessons.com. 7 p.m. I want to try to keep it here. 1 p.m. on YouTube and 7 p.m. on my site. Now I tried to do a video without going to YouTube on last night's lesson. All right? Let me change one thing here. Let me see. Testing, 1, 2. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, Robert. You sound very anxious to go back and practice. Now, this is being videotaped and will be on YouTube as soon as it's processed. Jimmy, Seth, do you have any questions? Remember, 7 p.m., my site. Try to be there. Everyone have a good rest of the day. Before I sign off, any questions? Who's this? Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Seth. And I will archive the lessons. Somehow, there's a way to do that. If you, I think you go into you get free videos or the members section. You'll see if you go to the members section, there's a ton of PDFs. There's some videos. Okay, I think my best bet is to what you call just upload, record this and upload it to YouTube. That's my best bet. Who is this? Karsten? Who is that? Vailaka? Well, we're in 4-4, but if you want to do 3-4, actually 3-4 is 4-4. 4 measures of 3 is 12 beats. 3 measures of 4 is 12 beats. So you could refer to that as metric modulation. But you want to hear some 3-4, that's not a problem. 2, 3. Want to hear jazz? 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm not in the mood for 3-4. Anyway, thank you, Jimmy. Okay, all right. I don't know what I said because there's something. Come on, computer, where are you? All right. Well, Karsten, I do 8 lessons, 8 broadcasts a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't know what. Are you from the U.S. or I don't know what time zone you might be in, but my lessons are 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 1 p.m. lessons are located here, okay, unless otherwise specified, and the 7 p.m. lessons are on my website, which is mattpatellalivelessons.com. Now, what I would recommend, email me. Jimmy just gave you my email there. You're from Germany, okay. Email me. I'll put you on the mailing list, and you'll get, every week you'll get the location of the lessons, if it's changed. They're usually, like I said, or you'll get some PDFs for the lessons if needed. Okay? So email me. It's mattpatella1001@gmail.com. Very good, Jim. All right. And you know, the YouTube lessons are free. And I'm gonna actually I'm just doing 4 and 4 until the first of the year. And then after the first of the year I'm just gonna do them on my site and maybe once in a while on YouTube. Okay, I gotta get off the computer right now. So if anybody's interested, we'll see you tonight. Matt Patella, livelessons.com, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody have a good day. And if anybody wants the PDFs for this particular lesson, email me and I'll send them to you.